If I were big as hell, this is how I would lose weight as quickly as possible. Number one is walking at a brisk pace. Now, a lot of people think that the way you lose weight is by sweating and trying to get as much sweat as you possibly can out of your body. Well, turns out that's not the case at all. Sweat is just a response to cooling you down. What's more important is your breath work. You lose weight by breathing out carbon dioxide. That is literally the mechanism of how you will ultimately lose weight. Now, from your perspective, yes, you should be working out, you should be lifting heavy, but when it comes down to the actual calories, like what is the biggest bang for your buck to lose weight, it's going to be whatever you can do that is the most sustainable, which is walking. So the way you should think about it in your head is when you're going on these walks, you should be walking at a brisk pace, almost like you're 5 minutes late. I think in general, if you have a little, pep to your step, like, oh, like I'm late for the meeting, but like not super late, that is a pace that you should be maintaining. I hear a lot of people complaining about, oh, what happens if it's like raining or if it's like bad weather outside. No worries, there are walking pads. Buy a damn walking pad. I have a walking pad. If you get a walking pad and you prop up your laptop on the little table thing, all of a sudden, now you can watch your favorite videos, you can watch your favorite TikToker, and you can also walk. So you're gonna just be a little hamster on the hamster wheel, just kind of like chugging along, which is great. The next thing is avoid your big ass friends. Now, I know this one is contentious because we all love our friends, but they are part of the reason you're in this situation. What they do is they center food and they put you in situations in which you need to eat even if you don't want to. By avoiding these friends, and again, I'm not saying be a loner, I'm not saying that you need to ostracize yourself or anything like that, but if you know that that is not aligned with what you want and your ultimate goal, then you might have to spend a little bit more time separate from them because they are only going to raise these questions that you don't really want to answer. Why are you doing this? You're perfect the way you are. You don't need to transform yourself. Why are you doing this for a man or why are you doing this for a girl? Don't want to hear none of that. If you're already on the journey, focus on the journey. You'll make more friends. I'm sure with your new physique, your new body, your new outlook on life, it's bound to happen. Now, the last thing is fiber maxing. So make sure that you're consuming a healthy amount of fiber. For women, 25 grams of fiber. For men, 38 grams of fiber. What I find is that a lot of people are eating foods that don't exactly have that much fiber. And because of that, they are consuming, and they don't get the signal that they're full because everything is like really fast digesting carbs. So if you increase your fiber, and foods that have a lot of fiber are sweet potatoes, raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, any kind of beans, even lentils, all of these foods have a lot of fiber. And frankly, a lot of these foods are also like anti-cancer, so they are generally good for your health. The more you can focus on getting your fiber number up, right? Don't go too crazy and get constipated, but the more you increase that fiber number, overall, you will be better off. You'll feel more full. You won't have that urge to go out and like have a donut or 12 of them, right? Like just take your time, increase it slowly because we don't want you to be constipated. But in general, I think that if you follow these 3 steps, you will be leaner in no time.